Hello everybody, my name is Cap, and welcome back to the channel, another 7 Days to Die video. Now, I'm doing all this in Alpha 16.3 on the PC. A question I've had a lot that I don't have an answer to is, at what heat percentage do the Screamers show up? The Screamers are the scouts of the game now. They changed them from the spider zombies to where once your heat level, which I have on the screen, gets a certain height, they'll spawn in and they have a chance to be able to summon in some other hordes. So they're rather dangerous, but I've had a lot of people ask me, how high can I get my heat before they start showing up? And I truly don't know. I've scoured through XML files, I've tried to look through game settings to see if I could find some sort of answers to what time they show up, or at what level they're going to show up. So what I did is I came over to Dyersville. You can see the heat's really low right now, and I got nothing around me. There's like nothing here. I'm going to set up 2 forges running to cook off as much heat as possible. I've got some weapons and some explosives and an auger, and I'm going to make as much noise as I can, raise the heat up as high as I possibly can, and try and figure out about when they will show up. And if I need to, I'm going to try and do the test twice to see if I can get the same kind of results. Now, the pistol only raises it at like 0.05, the shotgun is like 0.01 or 0.1 or something. Those not very much, but the auger will go up quite a bit because it makes a lot of noise. So, I'm not going to record the entire thing of going up. I'm going to do increments in there. If you notice right now, the heat level, which I will have blown up on the screen so you can see it, it's all green. Once you get to level 50, it turns yellow, and then once you get to level 80, it turns red. Now, I don't know what level that has on effect on, summoning things in, but we're going to see. So, let's get this test started. Let's go ahead and get both of these going over here. Turn this on, give it a chance to start smelting some of the ingredients here. That'll raise the heat up by itself. I'll rate it at a level 3. It's still not going to summon anything at 3. That's pretty low level is there. And I'm also going to be checking in on the command log and stuff here, because this will start showing when things start summoning in, random hordes or whatever like that. So hopefully we can get things going. But let's see how high we can get this heat level, shall we? Okay, so far we've hit level 50, or 50% on the heat scale or whatever. We got both forges going, making a ton of noise up here. There's some zombies walking around. They don't know I'm here yet, but no Screamers have spawned in. The numbers went down because I moved over a chunk. So you go between here, and it's a different chunk. So this is where I'm hanging out still. I see some zombies walking around, but they have no idea I'm up here for the most part. But we're going to keep it going, see what it takes to get a Screamer to show up. Okay, here's an interesting note. When you hit 100% on the heat scale, it cycles back around. As you can see over here right at the moment, it's showing that I am back at 3% because I hit 100 and went all the way back around. If you look at the log, right up in here, it shows spawned entity type zombie screamer. And it gave the basic coordinates where it's at. Day 16, total count, there's only going to be one by himself, and he's going to just randomly show up. And if he finds me, which I don't even know where this thing is at right at the moment, it's just that's when it actually spawned it in. So I'm still looking to see if I can find this thing, but as of now, it looked like the first time through, it spawned it when the heat hit 100. And then once it spawned back in, it reset it back to 0. Now, I'm not sure is that the Screamer? Are you the Screamer? Yeah, there's the Screamer. Okay, so right at 100, she spawned in and came over the general direction I am. Now, she looks like a witch, basically, got the long black hair, the creepy blood-soaked robe and stuff. So this is what the actual witches look like. The actual Screamers look like. They're kind of scouts. And she'll cause an entire other horde to show up. See, they're all going to come over here to check out what's going on. And she'll see how there's spawning in the Screamer hordes. This is, you can see in the changelog up here, all the stuff that she's causing to spawn in, and all of this will start coming my direction. So it seemed like it right about 100, and I am flying so I can, show you guys. Right about 100 is when the Screamer spawned in. It took a long time to get it up there. So I'm going to go to an entirely different chunk, and I'm going to try to do it again and see if I can verify those results. Okay, I'm back over here at my shop I like to work on, the working stiff tools, where I've done a lot of tutorials and stuff at it. You can see right now the heat's back down to barely anything at all. If you look at the log over here, it shows that all this zombie Screamer horde has already spawned in. Everybody's good to go. And so they are way off in the distance here. They probably won't head this direction. So I'm going to do the same thing here, get the test up as high as I can to see where the Screamer spawns in to verify it if it is at 100 or if they'll show up with some other stuff going on. Since I have so many things built, we'll see if it'll actually raise the heat up a little faster and get them here quickly. So we'll let you know the result. Okay, as you can see right now, it's right about 98. Nothing spawned in. I'm going to see. Okay, see, it just looped back around. And there we go. At 100, it reset it back down to 0 and spawned in the zombie Screamer. So at least this shows that when it comes down to just heat, that the zombie Screamers spawn in when it hits 100. Now, this is known as an event in the game or whatever. It's if you look at the wiki, they considered it an event, and every time it rolls over 100, it spawns a new event. And I'm assuming that means it's going to spawn in a new screamer. So I had both forges going as much as I could. I had the workbench going. I was using the auger and chipping away at metal blocks, and to get the heat up as fast as possible. By the way, if you're trying this test yourself, getting the heat up just by making noise, like jumping and firing off a gun or whatever, takes forever to get to 100 because it resets over time. So it'll be climbing up and doing just fine, and then all of a sudden it just drops down like 10 points and you got to kind of start over again. That zombie is excited about something over there. Not sure what though. So anyway, for everybody that's been asking, from what I can tell on this test, both of them show that when the heat hits 100 is when a zombie screamer will spawn in. Now, that's not to say that's the only thing that will cause them to spawn in. But I've had a lot of people asking, it's like, hey, how high can I get my heat before the screamers show up? Well, the answer is, that from what I could find so far in this version, is at 100. If this changes down the road, I apologize. If you know of another reason that caused them to spawn in, drop in the comment section down below so everybody can see it. And if it's a valid, verified way to get them to spawn it, I'll put it in the video description for anybody who's watching. Alright, and there's a screamer. She doesn't sound too happy. But she's going to get all her friends over there. And yep, they're all going to come over and say hi to me. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up and do some zombie cleanup. And thank you guys so much for all the suggestions of things to keep trying. Do keep those coming along. I appreciate it. So thank you. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for future videos. You guys have a good one, and I'll talk to you later.